Welcome to Ethos Trek, where we navigate the frontiers of law, ethics, and human rights shaping our world. I'm Sera, and this is your weekly 5-minute rights and justice update. Refugee admissions at historic lows. This week, the United States set a refugee admission ceiling of just 7,500 for the fiscal year 2026, the lowest in modern history. Rights advocates call it a retreat from America's humanitarian legacy as global displacement reaches record highs. Under the Refugee Act of 1980 and international treaties like the Refugee Convention and ICCPR, the U.S. is expected to uphold the right to seek asylum. Critics warn that this policy undermines both moral responsibility and international credibility. The AI regulation patchwork. While Congress debates, state governments are taking the lead on artificial intelligence regulation. Over 1,000 AI-related bills have appeared across the states this year, covering everything from deepfakes to algorithmic bias. Without a federal framework, the U.S. faces a fragmented system, one that leaves companies guessing and citizens unevenly protected. The issue touches federalism, privacy, and the ethical principle of fairness. As AI shapes hiring, policing, and education, that patchwork could decide who gets justice and who gets overlooked. Legal ethics in the age of AI. The American Bar Association is urging lawyers to adapt centuries-old ethics codes to the digital age. From AI-assisted drafting to virtual hearings, the legal profession now faces new risks: confidentiality breaches, bias, even the robotization of judgment. This isn't a technical challenge. It's constitutional. The Sixth Amendment guarantees effective counsel, and when that counsel relies on AI, what does competence really mean? Border policy and human rights. The latest Human Rights Watch report flags the United States for abusive border practices, summary expulsions, family separations, and limits on asylum. These acts may violate due process under the Fifth Amendment and Article 14 of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, which affirms the right to seek asylum. Human Rights Watch also warns of broader rollbacks in reproductive and LGBTQ rights, echoing a global trend of shrinking civic space. UN warning on U.S. rights backsliding. The UN High Commissioner for Human Rights, Volker Turk, issued a stark warning calling the U.S., quote, a nation at a rights crossroads, unquote. He cited threats to press freedom, gender equity, and protections against discrimination, saying these shifts could erode the moral foundation of democracy itself. It's a reminder that the First Amendment and Article 19 of the Universal Declaration remain global barometers of free expression. Global push for accountability at the United Nations. Momentum is building for a treaty on crimes against humanity, a missing piece in the international justice system. Unlike genocide or war crimes, these offenses still lack a dedicated treaty. If adopted, it could bind nations to prevent atrocities and bring perpetrators to justice. A step toward true universal accountability. U.S. strikes condemned by the UN. Finally, the UN Human Rights Office condemned recent U.S. strikes in the Caribbean and Pacific, calling them violations of international law. Officials say lethal force was used without proof of imminent threat, breaching Article 6 of the ICCPR, the right to life. Washington defends the actions as national security measures, but rights experts warn they could set a dangerous precedent for extraterritorial killings. This week's trend snapshot. Across these stories runs a single thread. Institutions built to protect rights are being tested by technology, migration, and political pressure. From refugee camps to AI ethics, from the courtroom to the high seas, the question isn't just what governments can do, it's what they should do. For Ethos Trek, I'm Sera. Stay informed, stay principled, and stay curious.